Okay, students. So suppose we have two forces F1 and F2, and their magnitudes are same. Means F2 its magnitude is equals to the magnitude of F1, that's equals to F. So what will be the resultant? You know that by parallelogram law, the diagonal of the parallelogram is the resultant R, that is equals to F1 plus F2. Now the angle between F1 and F2 is theta. Okay. And the resultant is making an angle alpha with F1. Now what will be the magnitude of this resultant? You know the formula. Magnitude is given by magnitude of F1, that is F, then plus the square of the magnitude of F2, that is also F, plus 2 into magnitude of F1 into magnitude of F2 into cosine of angle between them, right? So that's what R is, the magnitude of the resultant. And that can further be written as two F square plus 2F square cos theta. And this can further be written as, so F square is common, so I can write, even if I want to take 2 common, so I have to take root 2 common actually. So root 2F I can write outside. And what will be inside? 1 plus cos theta. Now students, we know the formulas of that cos A plus B. Yes, what is this formula? Yes. What is cos A plus B? Yes, Ayush. Cos A, cos B. Have we done this in the class or not?
Yes, sir.
So forgotten. So sine A plus B is your sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. And if it is minus, it's minus over here. But here if it is plus, so you know, a lot of formulas that have C letter, so there is some minus or some sort of thing you will see, some change. And if it is minus here, then it will be plus. So these are the two very important formulas. Okay. Now from this formula, from both these formulas, if B equals to A or if A equals to B, then the first formula becomes sine 2A is equals to, so this is sine A sine B means cos A, so B is equals to A, so sine A cos A plus again cos A sine A, so it will be 2 sine A cos A, right? Because A is equals to B, so this will also be A and this will also be A, so sine A cos A, sine A cos A, so 2 sine A. Okay. Now what about from this second formula we get? Cos 2A is equals to, so now here A and here also A. So cos A, cos A. So that will be cos square A minus sin A, sin A, sin square. Okay? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So these are the two formulas. Now, see further how these formulas can be written as. Suppose you have only sin A, then what will you write? Or you can write it as sin theta. So if angle is half, so everywhere the angle will be half. So it will be 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Okay? Now, this is cos 2a is this. So we can rewrite this as, so if this is sin A and cos square, so we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So from here we can write the value of sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta, and cos square theta is equals to 1 minus sin square theta. So putting these values of sin theta and cos theta here. So first put to the value of cos theta, what will you get? 1 minus sin square A. So 1 minus sin square A and then again sin square A. So you can write 1 minus 2 sin square. Now put the value of sin square A. So putting the value here sin square A, what do you get? 1 minus cos square A. So but here I have minus. So minus 1 and then plus cos square A. So plus cos square A plus cos square A. So 2 cos square A and then minus 1. So these are the three important formulas that you have got. Now again, if you have like this situation 1 plus cos theta, so this angle is halved. So what will you get? You get cos theta is equals to 2 cos square theta by 2 minus 1, or cos theta plus 1 is equals to 2 cos square theta by 2. So student, this is very important formula. Okay, 1 plus cos theta. Okay, and from here you get the formula 1 minus cos theta. So because this will come this side and this will go that side, so and that is equals to 2 sin square theta by 2. So these are two very important formulas, and if it is cos theta minus 1, then it will be minus 2 sin square theta by 2. Is this clear, students? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what do I get here? R will be equal to root 2f into, so under the root 2 cos square, so this formula I'm using, 2 cos square theta by 2, right? So I get R is equals to, so root 2 is 2, so 2f cos theta by 2. So student, this is your resultant when, so now you can put any value of theta here. Okay, what about this tan alpha? Tan alpha is equals to, this alpha is with this f1, so that's magnitude is f. Okay, plus what about another side? It means f2 magnitude, it's also f. So f tan theta sin theta upon cos theta, so f sin theta upon f cos theta. Now you can cancel out dividing numerator and denominator with f. Now again you get this, student, sin theta and 1 plus cos theta. So that's 1 here. So what is 1 plus cos theta? Again this formula. What is sin theta? Sin theta, you have this formula for sin theta. Yes. So tan alpha will be equals to 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2 divided by 1 plus cos theta, 2 cos square, same 2 cos square theta by 2, right? So students, tan alpha will be equals to, so 2 will cancel out, this cos, so 1, so here it is square, so 1 will be left, so this is now tan theta by 2. So you can see it means alpha is equals to theta by 2. So this alpha is equals to theta by 2. So that's obvious case, theta by 2 on this side and theta by 2 on this side, because these forces are equal in magnitude. Okay, so still we have proved it. Now students, you can clearly see here that this angle is theta by 2. So if theta is equals to 60 degree, then theta by 2 equals to 30 degree. So in this case, R will be equals to 2F into cos 30 degree. So what is cos 30 degree? Root 3 by 2. So that's equals to root 3. If theta equals to 60 degree, then the magnitude of the resultant force is 3. What about theta equals to 90 degree? Then theta by 2 equals to 45 degree. And R will be equals to 2F into 45 degrees 1 by root 2. And this will be equals to, this is root 2 and this is root 2 root 2. So 1 root 2 will be taken out, so root 2 will left. So root 2F. So that's when angle is 90. Now what about theta is equals to 120 degree? Theta by 2 is equals to 60 degree. So R is equals to 2F into 1 by, so what is 120 degree? So that's minus 1 by 2, you can calculate it. Sorry, plus 1 by 2. So that will be, so you can calculate cos 120 degree, that is equals to cos 90 plus 30 degree, and that is equals to sine 30 degree, and add sugar to, so in this quadrant it is negative. So but here students, this is 60, we are writing the value of 60 not for 120. For cos 120 is minus 1 by 2, but we are writing the value of theta by 2. Theta by 2 is 60, so we are writing these values 30, 60. Okay, so cos 60 1 by 2 and the resultant is F. So when the angle is 120 degree, then the magnitude of the resultant will also be equals to one of the forces. Okay, and theta is equals to 180 degree, theta by 2 is 90, cos 90 is 0. So theta 180 degree, resultant is 0 if the two forces are equal. Is this clear, students?
Yes, sir.
So that is why, see, we don't put the value theta equals to 30 degree, because the resultant here is theta by 2. So that is why we know the value of cos 30. So theta is 60. That is why these are the prominent cases, case 1, 2 and 3. So root, and for 180 we know 0, and for theta is equals to 0 degree. So cos 0 is 1. So that's R is equals to 2F. And for theta equals to 180, we know that cos 180 is equals to again 0. So the resultant will be 0. Cos 180 is -1, students. Yes, cos 180 is -1, but we have to find the value of theta by 2. So theta by 2 is 90 degree and cos theta by 2 is 90. So cos 90 is 0. So r is equals to 0. So the condition, don't forget the condition here. We have taken this condition when both the forces have equal magnitude. Only then these cases are true. So just a simple, so you can remember this formula, r is equal to 2f cos theta by 2, or even if you need not to remember this formula, just so basic concept that we should understand. Okay, now this was the first thing that I want to discuss with you today. I hope you people have noted it down.
Yes, sir.
So those who have noted it down, send message in the message box so that I can proceed further. Soumya, okay. Yashasvi, Ayush, Naman, Nishant. One is left. Rishu. बेटा नोट हो गया? Okay, students. So the second concept for today is suppose we have this vector A, okay, that's good. We have another vector B, that's also fine. Let's draw this back one again. See, this is vector A, okay. This is vector B. Now, students, I can add, so the magnitude of this vector is A, okay. So if I add, suppose this is, if this is some force, let them take as F1, F2. This F1, suppose this F2. Okay. And the angle between them is theta. Suppose if I add F1 plus 20. In the same direction, I have added 20 with the magnitude. Okay. So this might be F1 like this direction, suppose I cap x-axis. So this will be, so the direction will remain same. If you add the add some scalar quantity to the magnitude, its direction is not going to change. Another case, this F2, and you are adding one more F to it. So the total will be 2F2. So again, the angle between the original vectors and the angle between the new vectors will remain same. This is the big concept that I want to. This is very easy, right? But this is a big concept. Okay. So the angle is not going to be changed. Now, third concept for today is, suppose you have, if this angle is this suppose vector A, this vector B, and you are finding their resultant. So making parallelogram, and by diagonal of parallelogram, you see the resultant. And that resultant is nothing but a plus b. Now this angle is theta. Now what about if this is a minus b, this is minus b vector? So this will be the resultant vector r dash, or r prime you can say. That is a plus minus b. So you can write it as a plus minus b. That you can write as a minus b vector. So if you find the magnitude of the resultant, that will be a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Right? Here in this case, we will finding the resultant, that will be magnitude of a square, okay, magnitude of b square, okay, plus 2, magnitude of this is a, its magnitude is b, direction is negative, but magnitude is b, into cosine of angle between these two, right? So what is the angle? This angle, students. What angle is this?
180 minus theta.
Very good. 180 minus theta. So here you will be writing 180 minus theta. And you will get the resultant as under the root a square plus b square minus, so 180 minus theta, so cos 180 minus theta. So 180, so you are not going to change cos, and then this is 180 minus theta. So this quadrant, second quadrant, is second quadrant, cos is negative. So that's minus 2ab cos theta. So students, that's the change in the formulas for a plus b and a minus b. So when you are finding the resultant of a minus b, so a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta, and here plus those guys. So like f or 2f2, the direction will remain same. Direction is not going to change. You are adding some scalar quantity, direction is not going to change. So these are the key things, key important points that we need to understand. Okay. Now, last time we were doing a question. Let us attempt that question again. I'm not satisfied the way we were doing that question last time. Students, all of you have noted it down? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Those who are left, hurry up, please note it down. Done, students? So that's the question. So here in this question, the sum of two forces P and Q is R. Okay, agreed. So we have two forces. This is suppose P, and this can be suppose Q. No issues, and the resultant is R. Okay. And that is equals to P plus Q. No issues. Such that R is equals to P. So magnitude of R is equals to magnitude of P, one of the vectors. Okay. The theta, the angle theta, that the resultant of 2P and Q. Okay. So 2P. So you are adding in the same direction. This is P and this is your P and then P again. So that's your 2P, right? So P and 2P are in same direction. The resultant of 2P and Q. So Q is already in this direction. That's absolutely fine. So I will have the resultant here in this case also. So that's R dash resultant. That's equals to Q plus 2P. Absolutely fine. The angle theta, that the resultant of this Q and 2P making with Q. So actually this is this Q. Make with Q, and we have to calculate this theta. So that's our question. Now we know that this angle, let this angle be phi. Or see, these questions examiner gave them specifically because he wants to disturb your the main formula, that is R is equals to under the root. You will be writing P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. So he wants to disturb this formula, right? And that is why he gave. So you also have a choice. What can you do? What's the choice you have? So instead of theta, let it alpha. You have to find the value of alpha. As simple as that. Okay. So now just try this question, students. क्या बात है? क्यों शोर मचा रखा है? मेरी क्लास चल रही है. आप कभी उधर घुस रहे हो मेरे कमरे में. कभी सिर्फ की बात है. Yes. So students, the angle between them is theta. So here also the angle between Q and 2P is theta. Okay. So now you can write your formula. So R is equals to under the root P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. And this R is also equals to P. So squaring both sides and putting R equals to P. So P, yes, R is equals to P and squaring both sides. So P square is equals to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Now this P square will cancel out. You will get 0 here. Now taking Q common, Q is not equal to 0. Okay, so that will also cancels out. So divide both sides with Q. So you get Q plus 2P cos theta. And cos theta, you can calculate the value, that is minus Q by 2P. So you can see that cos theta is negative. So cos theta is negative means it is the second quadrant. So obviously this figure is not correct. So theta is obtuse. So this figure should be like this. This is your Q and this is your P and then 2P. Okay. Yes. So that's your R dash. And for here also, students, the correct figures is supposed to be P. See, but we are finding algebraically, not geometrically. So Answer is not going to impact, but yes, we should draw the correct figure. Initially, I didn't know the correct figure, but yes, now I know that this is the correct figure. Got it, students? So that's the correct figure for this question. Okay, this one is correct. These two are okay. These two are not the means appropriate figure because theta is obtuse. So that is why this figure is correct. Is this clear? Now let us see what information do we have from this. Theta is same here. Okay, but here we have to find this alpha. That's our target. So what is alpha? So we need to write the value of alpha. We need to include alpha. So which formula have alpha? So alpha formula is 10 alpha. So 10 alpha is equals to. So with whom it is making alpha, the resultant? The resultant is making this with Q, right? So it is making with, so write Q here first. Then write the another magnitude of the another vector. So the other is 2p. So 2p sine theta upon 2p cos theta. Okay, students, got the concept? Now see here, q plus 2p cos theta is equals to 0. So this will be equals to 2p sine theta upon 0. So upon 0 means it is not defined, right? So that's infinity, not defined. So when is the value of alpha equals to infinity? So infinity means 10, which value, students?
90.
This is, yes, this is 90 degree. So it means alpha is equals to 90 degree. So still this is not the correct figure. So the correct figure is, this is your 2p, right? This is your resultant, and so this is one side of the figure. This is 2p, another side, and then something like that. That will be your angle Q, means vector Q, and this vector 2p. So then only this is an. So this is the, so from here I come to know only that this angle is 90 degrees. So I will draw it like this. So this is very prominent question that is being asked in the exams, that this resultant is making an angle 90 degree here because this special case. So this question is asked many ways. So I hope, students, this question is clear. But look at another aspect of this question. What is another? This question is, look how simple this question is. Okay. You have P, and you have this is P, and suppose this is vector P, this is vector Q. Okay, done. Now again there is Q vector again added again, so that's 2Q. Okay, fine. Now what about the resultant? So this triangular law I can use here. So this is the resultant of vector P and Q, and its magnitude is, so this resultant vector, its magnitude is equals to P. So it is also P, and this is also P. So it means these two are equals. and both of them are q q, so these two are equals.
Sir, it is 2p, not 2q.
Sorry, so p and q are interchanged. I think I have interchanged p and q, right? Okay, yes, then only the question will make sense actually. Then only the question will make sense. You are right. The given I have. Thank you. So that's so p and q. So p and q. So resultant is equals to p. So this and this should be equal. So this is, and then we have 2p now. So this is p and this is p. So the left one is q. So that is why now only it makes sense. Now only it makes sense. And let us join this. That's our final resultant. Yes, r dash. Yes, q plus 2p, right? Yes, agreed.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And we have to make the what this 2p making with q. So this angle we are interested in. So let me make this figure again. See, that's this length is this length and this length is same. That's p. This also p, and this length is also p. So these three lengths are same. We have to find this angle. Let this angle 1, this angle 2. This is angle. So if this is 2, this isosceles triangle, this will also be 2. And if this is 1, this will also be 1. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now this is triangle. So sum of all angles of triangle. 1 plus angle 1 plus angle 2 plus this again angle 2. Right? 180 degree. So twice of angle 1 plus 2 is 180 degree. So angle 1 plus 2 is equals to 90 degree. See, this question was as simple as this. Yes, students? Agreed?
Yes.
And see here, the angle between Q and P is obtuse. This is Q. This is the resultant here. So this is Q and this is P. We want to find now between. Is this clear? So this angle is between P and Q. This is the angle theta, which is obtuse. And from here also, this is 2P. Suppose you say, okay, this is Q, you say, so this is Q. So bring Q here. And now this is your Q. This is your parallelogram. So by parallelogram also you will get the same answer. So I have used here, suppose triangular law, because here again I have used this triangular law. But even if you use parallelogram law, writing Q here, because this angle is obtuse, so still you will get the same answer. This thing, same. So in any way, students, you just so I think this concept is clear. Yes.
Yes.
Good. Shall we move on to the next question now? I hope you have noted it down, all of you. So very important concept. Now we will be thinking on the similar lines, okay? So you have a question. let me just a moment. I'm giving you the question. So here's our next question. Two forces P and Q of magnitude 2F and 3F respectively are at an angle theta with each other. If the force Q is doubled, then the resultant also get doubled. Okay. Yes. So two forces P and Q, their magnitude of P is 2F, magnitude of Q is 3F, and the angle between them is PQ. The angle between them is, now it's okay, theta is given. If the force Q is doubled, okay, I've only doubled this Q. This P remains the same. But this resultant is doubled. So here the resultant was this R. Now the resultant is this. So resultant is double means I can write this. Resultant means the magnitude is doubled. Okay. See, vectors, we cannot say vectors are doubled. Whenever we say doubled here means magnitude is doubled. So understand this thing, okay? We are talking in terms of magnitude. So it means magnitude is double. So this is R dash. I cannot write it as 2R. So but the R dash magnitude is equals to 2R. Magnitude of R first case is equals to R, and in second case it's so this is 2Q, right? So 2Q and P. But as I discussed that it is P, and even if you double the Q, so direction of Q and 2Q is same. So this angle will remain this theta. And we have to find this angle theta in this case. Okay. So what do you get from this first case? R equals to, yes, under the root magnitude of vector P, that is 4F square, plus magnitude of vector Q, that is 9F square, plus 2 into magnitude of this and this. So 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 3, 12. So 12F square into cos theta. And here, this is a R. In the second case, the magnitude is 2R. Angle is same theta. But what about change in magnitudes? Magnitude of P remains the same, that is 2F. So here I have 4F square. But the magnitude of Q is 2Q. So this is 3F. So it has become 6F, right? So magnitude of P here is 2F. And so 2Q, right? So this time this is 2Q. So this will be, so this will be so magnitude of 2Q is 2 times 6F. So 6 are 36. So 36F square plus 2 into 6, that is 24 F square into, so angle is same, cos theta. So this is your R from the first case, and this is 2R from the second case.
120 degree.
120 degree. Yes, 120 degree is the correct answer. So again, this figure is not appropriate. If the angle is 120 degrees, so this is Q and this is 2Q. So this is the angle between P and Q. So that is why some of the time that is why we don't draw the figure. If we are smart enough, we have done enough practice, so these figures we draw in our mind. But still, if you draw, then also it doesn't matter. So if it is acute or obtuse, because we are solving it algebraically, we are not solving it, we are not measuring this with a ruler and these magnitudes and this angle theta, so it doesn't matter whether you make this. But yes, we must know the concept that this angle is 120 if you are telling. That's good. So simply what you need to do, simply put this value of R over here. Yes, as simple as that. So it means 2 into, and we can squaring both sides also. So squaring both sides. So this is 2 square R square, and this will be removed, right? And what will be R square? So this will be removed. So put the value of R square. Instead of R, put the value of R square. So you get here 2 into 2, that's 4. So 4 and R square is your 4F square. So 4F square plus 9F square, that will be 13F square. So 13F square plus 12F square cos theta equals to 4 and 36, that's 40F square plus 24F square cos theta. So you can see 4 is, we can divide both sides with 4. So this is 10 and this is 6. So now this will come this side. So 13F square minus, and see F square is also with all the terms. So after cancelling 4, you can cancel F square also. So now you get 13 as constant, 10 as constant. So this will come this side. So 13 minus 10 is 3. And 12 cos theta will go that side. So that's 6 cos theta minus 12 cos theta. So minus 6 cos theta. So ultimately this is what you will get. And cos theta is equal to, so 6 will come this side. So 1 by 2. So cos theta is minus 1 by 2. And absolutely this theta is between 0 to 180 degrees. So obviously this theta, we know the value quite well, that theta is equals to 120. Okay. So students, we have to understand this concept that if we make Q to 2Q or 3Q, or if we add something with the magnitude, the original angle remains the same. So that's the main concept that I want to teach you today. Okay. Now let's do one more question. I hope you have noted it down, everyone. Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Thank you, students. Thank you. So that's our next question. So these all questions are from JEE Mains. So then this question, students, I'm giving you 2 minutes to do this question.